One last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the two-time defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. One game to decide it all, and it looks a lot like last year's game. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. The Chiefs and the Eagles. Greg back at it this time in Santa Clara. 364 days ago was New Orleans. The Eagles came out on top. And now the Chiefs try to turn the tables on Philly.
Yeah, and you have to think back to last year's game, like just the slow start that Kansas City got off to. You let a team like Philadelphia play with the lead, play from out front with that run game and that defense. That's going to be a tall task. So the key going in, everything that Andy Reid has talked about all week, get off to a fast start, come out, attack, and try to keep this thing even a lot longer than they did last year.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. George Karlaftis there to make the play.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Hurts. Brought in by the tight end Dallas Goedert. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
So out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground, and he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up 1st and goal.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contained rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. There he goes again.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. A run with Barkley. And some space opening up as he walks it down to the 2.
At the 2-yard line. A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. We're going to get him down behind the line.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles.
1 yard attempt.
This, about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Ray gonna return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream. We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And on 3rd down, that ball is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short. Okay, you fail. I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
The Eagles offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down.
The mind is out of bounds. It's telling you that you check about thoughts and memories that's adding up like overseas. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed like you can't have enough.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking off, And he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Dotson, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Hurts. And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil. Well, the quarterback trying to find somebody open there, but that time, instead of finding his running back, it goes back the other way for a defensive score.
Mike, I think this is just one of those cases where the quarterback's just a little too casual with the throw. He kind of goes to his running back late on the check down. He never sees the defender until he's chasing him on his way for the touchdown.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Everybody rockin' side to side to the beat. They snap a knife, trench bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Hurts. That's right side. He's got counted terror. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. 7-3 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter as they are facing a tough 3rd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
On 4th down, the snap comes to Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's He's going to have the Eagles first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
What a decision there to go for it on fourth down. I mean, not bad initially by the defense. There was nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but what they didn't account for, his ability to use his legs, not only to pick up the first down, Mike, but to pick up a huge chunk play. And now they're rolling.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. John Dodson was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Trent McDuffie up to his corner spot there on the tackle.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Third down and 9. To throw is Hurts. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Ray going to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On third down, Mahomes. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's Matt Araiza now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down. Here's Hurts. A pass complete there to Smith. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagles first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
He'll step up and run this. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a first down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He'll step up and run.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10. Now it's Hurts. He'll run again. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Chiefs will take a 14-6 lead.
The score, Chiefs 14, Eagles 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Just going to run it here up the middle. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Eagles move back to within 1.
Eagles 13.
Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And a nice job able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen.
The 30-yard line brings up 2nd down.
So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thank you. The rain, as you see, still coming down in sheets. We'll see how the coaching staffs adjust to the weather here in the second half. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
17 yards.
They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll send Worthy in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. They're going to work this down inside the 45. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Gives it to Jacob. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
That's the cover. Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. And he'll get it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move him, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these gotta-have-it moments, and they come through. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Pacheco. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
3rd and goal. Mahomes. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Butker now to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Chiefs extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Fake the give, now it's Hurts. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 18 yards, and a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Hurts again. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Hurts will try it again. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to have it just past their 25.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 33 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Here's Pacheco. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On second down, Mahomes. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's fourth down.
It's It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. And you can see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 5. Mahomes going to look to run with this one.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll drop to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down. And that brings up fourth down.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here.
Back on the field to send this one away. Avery Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. This is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now, a big third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. The stoppage comes just over a minute to play in this one.
At the 48-yard line.
One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Pass over the middle to Calcaterra. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. His tight end got it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
That's another.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. He takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now, 2nd and inches. Here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Well, it's no secret to anybody who follows this league. This is one of the elite playmakers in the entire NFL. So he put one high, thinking his guy would go up there and get it. We've seen him do it so many times before, but just puts a little too much on it and ends up sailing over his head.
And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone,
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. And that'll do it for the 3rd time in 4 years. The Kansas City Chiefs are once again Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
and as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there.